Quiet on set. Picture is up. All right, roll sound.
Rolling.
Roll cameras.
Cams rolling.
And 3, 2.
Hey everybody, what's going on? And welcome to Hank's Think Tank. Guess what? I think it's close to the weekend. It's getting there anyway. I got David Mullane in with me, and we're going to have a nice conversation with a fine young fellow today. His name is Brandon Polk, and he is running for Conroe City Council position 3. Welcome aboard, Mr. Polk. How's it going?
It's doing great, guys. Good morning to you. How are y'all doing today?
Doing great, man. It's a sunny day, and the weather's starting to change, and I'm feeling kind of springy.
Absolutely.
You know,
you got a little spring in your step there.
There you go. Yeah.
Spring in your step.
A little spring in the step. That might be the bourbon. I don't know. All right. Before we dive in, I just wanted to thank you for coming all the way out here. I know it's a little bit of a ways from Conroe, but at least the weather was good.
Yes, sir.
And it's a nice brisk morning. So, and you're running for city council. Why? What induced you to do this? And this is your second attempt, right?
This is my second attempt to do this. So
cool.
I'm a veteran in the political game, right?
There you go.
No, I know a lot more than I did in the previous run. But just try to be the voice of the voiceless. We're growing so much out there in Conroe, and just trying to change up the demographic of the people in the mix. But I'm not trying to represent just one group, but I'm representing the entire community. And
okay.
Every time I go to vote, it's going to be for them. I'm not owned by any particular group out there. So every
cool.
time I vote, it's for those guys, the people.
Great. Let's talk a little bit about Conroe.
Okay.
You know, I thought that Conroe was already kind of packed up and you guys weren't really growing anymore, but there's still a lot of growth, right?
Absolutely. It's one of the fastest growing cities in America out there, and we're doing great, but we could do so much better. It still has a small town feel, but I mean, we're just generating so many more people are coming out there, and so many more businesses are coming out, and I'm ready to get on there and help
sure
make
have
it
a nice
better.
lake, that's for sure.
Right.
So yeah, I've always enjoyed Lake.
So we
Conroe.
got the lake out there, National Forest. I mean,
so Sam Houston National Forest extends all the way to Conroe, right?
It's 360 acres out there.
Man,
stuff,
awesome.
and I mean, Woodlands is all built out, so people are coming to Conroe and making it a lot of hell on the traffic. I'll say that.
Oh
but,
yeah. Well, that we're suffering from that throughout Montgomery County,
right.
You know, and even points north of here. So I know Cleveland's having their growth issues too. So
right.
it's been something else. So what kind of qualifications are we looking at to get you on city council?
You know, I like to just use my business background to get in there and help. And me being in such organizations, I'm in so many Chamber of Commerce and other organizational groups. I know what the city needs, and I know what the city wants. So I feel like that's put me right where I need to be.
Yeah, cool.
To know.
Now, I know you're in a highly specialized business. Let's talk a little bit about what you do.
Oh, yes, sir. I'm a personal trainer and a gym owner. So I own Plus 40 Fitness and Wellness Studio, and it's a private personal training studio in Conroe. I'm in a Transmed Health and Wellness building. We moved there during 2020, which was a crazy time to move to $1 million facility where we are, and it's all health and wellness there. We have a pharmacy, chiropractor, urgent care, all that stuff in one building, and I'm the gym upstairs. So
cool.
So it's very privatized. We all piggyback off each other to help people out or whatever. So pretty cool gig over there.
And so Plus 40, is that for people who are 40 years or older, basically? Or?
You know, that's the demographic that we originally planned to do. People that don't want to get lost in the shuffle of big gyms, more privatized. But I mean, I'm 36 and I own the place, so you don't have to be 40 to come work out there.
Yeah, that's cool.
How long have you owned it?
This is 5 or 6 years going on now.
Oh, wow.
But I've worked there for 10, so I was the personal trainer there before, and then the old owner left, so I just bought the place or whatever.
Awesome.
We got clients there that have been there the entire time, even longer than me. So
really
super cool.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
So what kind of equipment do you have there?
You know, we have the Peloton, the mirror, stuff like that. Have you seen that on TV? So that's
yeah.
kind of different than regular gyms or whatever. But my equipment's on air compression, like the the machines are, and so there's no less wear and tear on your joints being on that air compression or whatever. So it's super cool equipment.
Yeah, I'll have to get out there and check it out.
I'd love to
maybe bring some cams and do an expose on that.
That'd be great. Come check it out.
Yeah, that'd be cool. All right. David, what you got?
Well, if you get elected, or when you get elected, do you have any long-term goals for Conroe you'd like to see fulfilled in your first term?
Absolutely. So being a small business owner, I'm going to try to create a small business task force, get all the local small businesses together and see what kind of stuff we can do to help each other out. Try to work on regulations, permits, make it easier for someone that's not a business owner to maybe jump into that field or whatever. I'd like to see that accomplished. That's my number one goal. But some mental stuff, mental health for first responders as well. I'd like to jump into that, tackle that issue. I mean, those guys deal with everyday stress like we do, but then have to deal with that stuff that they have to do, and they're hurting in that. So I'd like to get in there and champion that as well if I can.
You know, it seems like between the COVID and then the inflation, the small business people are hurting right now.
Right. We were, I was blessed to get, PPP stuff and SBA stuff like that. And the city actually granted me some stuff as well. So we got some funds or whatever. So, we're hurting out there. And I mean, you need a small business owner like me to get in there and actually know what to do to help those guys out.
Yeah, they can relate.
They can relate to those issues.
There
So
you
I'd
go.
love to help them out.
Wow.
That's awesome. So are there any other leading issues that are going on in Conroe right now besides infrastructure? And stuff like that?
Infrastructure is always the main deal.
Yeah.
And then what do we do with the roads? Do we add more lanes and stuff like that? And I mean, I guess we deal with TxDOT or something like that. I think we have a great relationship with them, but I'd love to get in there and work on that, see what we need to do. I mean, 105 is crazy out there. I imagine it's going to be like a 1960 one day out there.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, so... Yeah, but infrastructure is a problem, and I think we dump a lot of money into the downtown to build that up. It's really nice down there, but the other outlying areas are less taken care of, and I'd like to see some money dumped into that side of the track, so to say, to help them out as well.
Yeah. Does Conroe have the same kind of drainage issues that we have out here in East County? Because we have a bad drainage problem out here in East County.
Well, I mean, I think it's from Lake Houston. I mean, if y'all to do it, then it comes down our way too a little bit to River Plantation and stuff like that. So I think the draining's a problem for sure. So we're feeling that as well out in Conroe.
Right. Okay, cool. David?
Obviously, growth is a major concern for not only the county but for the city. So, as a councilman, give me some ideas how y'all going to try to address some of that growth coming. Obviously, it's got to be affecting y'all as well.
Absolutely, the growth is just continuing to come out there or whatever. I would like to, but I would personally like to promote more business to come out there. We're a great place to live. I promote families to come out there. I just got engaged.
Congratulations.
She has, thank you. She has 2 kids, and they live in Missouri City, and I'm bringing them out there to Conroe. So that's really one of the reasons I'm running to be. To shape the generation for her kids and the future of Conroe or whatever. And
there's still plenty of land available out there, I would imagine, huh?
Right. Oh, we still got a lot of stuff out there. I mean, I can't see why big companies like Tesla, for instance, or whatever, wouldn't want to come out there and set up shop out there. I mean,
cool.
Yeah. So I'm promoting business for sure, 100%.
Okay. Fantastic. What about first-term accomplishments? So let's say you get elected. Do you have one item that you're saying, okay, this is the one thing I want to implement when I get in?
Right. Just the work in those regulations for small business. Where it's like if you wanted to start a hat store, there's no hey, this is what you need to do it. Do you need all these permits? So we need a not a brochure or something, but something to where it's easy step. Do you own the land? Do you not own the land? Stuff like that. What's the idea? That's what
So just to help businesses see their regulatory concerns and be informed on that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, maybe a committee or something like that.
Yeah, that small task force that I was talking about. That's what I would like to.
Perfect. Yeah, that'd be cool. All right.
Yeah, we're working with the chamber.
Right, I'm a member of 2 chambers out there, and
Which ones?
The Lake Conroe Chamber of Commerce and the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce as well. I was the very first member of that group. I think we changed it to the Texas Gulf Coast Hispanic Chamber now. But it's a brand new one, and I was the first member of that.
How old is it?
Maybe a year old.
Oh, really?
I was also the very first member of the Hispanic Conservatives of Montgomery County. I was the very first member of that group as well, and they've asked me maybe to take on a advisory position at win or lose this thing or whatever. So I'm in the mix out there, so just trying to help out.
Well, I'll tell you what, I know that you're running an open race, and you got what 4 or 5
Yes, sir. 4 other competitors.
So how's your campaign going? That's a heavy field. That's a big field of people.
Right. So the campaign's going pretty good. We had my kickoff last weekend, and a lot of elected officials there. A lot of people that are influential in the community come out to support me. Or maybe some donations and stuff like that. I don't know about what the other guys are bringing to the table, but I mean, we feel really good where we are right now.
So you're getting a lot of endorsements from some of your local leaders?
I don't know if they can publicly endorse me because there's so many people in the field, and like they have to work with whoever wins anyway, right? But we got the Hispanic Republicans of Texas endorse me.
Well, good.
But and I feel like if we get into the runoff, I feel real good about the police and fire. I have a good relationship with them, so I feel like I'll get that as well.
Great.
So,
How many city council members are there?
there's 5 seats.
5 seats?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
yeah,
3 are up this time, so.
Wow.
Oh.
Yes, that's going to be a big change. Yeah, I wonder what the learning curve is for a city council for a city that size.
I just
'Cause
heard.
Conroe's big.
I just heard the guy who beat me last time. He said that first term he thinks it's more of a learning curve to learn everything, and then the second term you
Yeah, I
can
would
really
think so.
accomplish more.
Yeah, that's when you're actually starting to work.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that the public doesn't see on any city council.
Right.
It does take that first year is pivotal just to learning.
Right. They were just talking about all the classes you have to take to learn all this stuff. I mean, I'm ready to get in there and do all that stuff.
Sure.
So, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. Okay. Any additional comments you'd like to make?
A lot of people want transparency these days, right?
Oh, yeah,
And
transparency is always
tra-
big.
trans-
yeah.
transparency is key. So what I would like to say about the 4 opponents is you can't just have a Facebook page you created in the last 2 months and feel like you're going to be transparent with the city. Am I right? I mean, I've been doing this ever since I lost in 2020. Community events, whatever. I post stuff, promote stuff for the city, and I mean, I know what the city wants and what the city needs. And those guys that just now created a Facebook page, I don't think they're going to be any transparent with any of the community. And I know, if you open up my Facebook page, you're going to see stuff about what's going on in the city of Conroe. And
Yeah, you've been campaigning for a while.
so that's what I'm bringing that to them. And you don't have to they have these meet and greets, come meet the candidate, all that stuff. But I mean, the people already know me and they know what I stand for, what I'm going to do for them. So that makes me different than those other 4 opponents. So
Okay. You got any public events on the calendar, though, that you're going to be doing anytime soon?
we'll probably hold something here in the last few weeks of April or whatever, because the campaign's May. So I'll probably have one last little party. It's going to have at Joe's Italian. It's a big restaurant out in Conroe.
Okay, yeah,
so
yeah.
I'll probably do something out there.
Okay. Yeah. No debates or anything, though?
Yeah, we haven't had anything really, no forums or anything, but I think we'll probably gather some here in the next few weeks or whatever.
Yeah.
A couple newspapers or something. We might put something on,
Yeah, that's cool.
and I'm ready to do it.
Fantastic. So how can voters learn a little bit more about you?
Oh yes, sir. It's Brandon Polk for Conroe.com.
Okay.
Check it out. Lays out all my agenda and my plans on the website, and my Facebook, social media is the same. And 936-827-2258. I'm available anytime,
Cool.
and I'll answer anything they got.
There you go. All right, David, you got anything else?
That sounds like he's on top of it.
Oh yeah,
sounds
right,
like it.
guys.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
glad that you decided to run again. It's a tough call, especially when you take a loss. It's hard to do.
Right.
So I think that shows a lot about your character, and that's a good thing. So, and you seem to care a lot about the city of Conroe, and hey, man, we're all in this county together. So what you do affects, what goes on down here too.
Absolutely.
And you guys have a beautiful lake that everybody out here likes to go and visit. So hope to see you do well. Please let us know if you're going to be doing any public events,
Yes, sir.
so the voters can figure out more.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Well, there you have it. Brandon Polk, and he's running for city council for Conroe. So check him out. Go to his website. Go to his Facebook page. Give him a call. Ask him a question. Poke and prod this guy. You want to be intelligent voters. You don't want to vote for a name. You don't want to vote for a slogan or an R or a D. You want to vote for somebody who's got good ideas, who cares about the community, and who thinks along the same lines that you do. If you're an educated voter, you go out there and make your mark. You're only going to do good for your community. You're only going to do good for this country. And I can't stress that enough. Again, for David Mullane, I'm Hank Vatt, and this is Hank's Think Tank, and we're out.
Thank you.